How Tiny Habits Transformed My Life. Lessons from Atomic Habits. Meet Ryan, a regular guy with big dreams. He wanted to get in shape, write a novel, and finally wake up early to start his mornings right. But every time he tried to change his habits, he fell into the same cycle. A few days of motivation, followed by burnout, frustration, and giving up. Ryan's goals were huge, and that was the problem. He was trying to leap to the finish line instead of focusing on small steps. One day, while scrolling online, Ryan came across the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. He gave it a try, and what he learned completely changed his life. Hesher Small Habits, Big Changes. The book taught Ryan something powerful. You don't need massive action to change your life. Small, consistent habits create real transformation. James Clear explains this with a simple idea. Improving just 1% every day may not seem like much, but over a year, that 1% compounds into being 37 times better than when you started. On the flip side, getting 1% worse each day leads to a downward spiral. Ryan realized he didn't need to fix everything overnight. He just needed to start small, really small. So here's what he did. 1. Starting a fitness habit. Ryan always wanted to work out, but his attempts at hour-long gym sessions always ended in failure. This time, he started with something so small it felt almost too easy, just 5 push-ups every morning. At first, it was effortless. Within a week, 5 push-ups turned into 10, then 15, and soon 20. Ryan started to enjoy exercise and even added jogging to his routine. All of this came from the simple, consistent habit of starting with just 5 push-ups a day. Habit 2. Building a writing habit. For years, Ryan dreamed of writing a novel, but the thought of tackling an entire book felt overwhelming. After reading Atomic Habits, he decided to start small. His goal? Write just 1 sentence a day. Some days, it really was only 1 sentence, but often, 1 sentence turned into a paragraph, then a page. 6 months later, Ryan had written over 100 pages, all because he started with the simple habit of writing 1 sentence a day. Number 3. Crafting a morning routine. Ryan had always admired successful people with morning routines, but every time he tried to wake up early, it felt impossible. So he started tiny. Instead of changing his entire morning, he committed to just drinking a glass of water right after waking up. That one habit became the foundation for a chain reaction. After drinking water, he added 5 minutes of meditation, then journaling. Slowly, Ryan built a morning routine that energized him, and it all started with a single glass of water. The power of systems, not goals. Over time, Ryan noticed something incredible. These small habits were becoming part of who he was. He wasn't just someone who worked out or wrote occasionally. He became the kind of person who values health and creativity. Why did this approach work when all his other attempts had failed? Here's what Ryan learned. Goals are overrated. James Clear says, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Instead of focusing on outcomes like losing 30 pounds or writing a book, Ryan focused on the daily systems, those small habits that made success inevitable. Habits are identity-based. Instead of saying, I want to lose weight, Ryan started saying, I am someone who takes care of my body. This mindset shift made all the difference. The 4 laws of behavior change work. Make it obvious. For example, Ryan kept his workout clothes visible and his notebook on his desk. Make it attractive. He celebrated small wins, which kept him motivated. Make it easy. Starting with 5 push-ups or 1 sentence made habits effortless. Make it satisfying. Tracking progress and celebrating growth kept him on track. 1 year later, fast forward a year, and Ryan's life looks completely different. He's in the best shape of his life, he's halfway through his novel, and he wakes up every morning feeling energized and ready to tackle the day. All of this started with small habits. So small, they seemed almost too easy. Ryan learned that real change doesn't come from massive action or bursts of motivation. It comes from the compound effect of small, consistent actions over time. What about you? Ryan's story isn't unique. It's something all of us can do. If you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed, ask yourself, what's one small habit you can start today? Maybe it's drinking a glass of water, doing 1 push-up, or writing 1 sentence. Remember, small habits might not seem like much in the moment, but they're the foundation for massive success. As James Clear says, every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. So, who do you want to become?